Hello, everybody. I came to do some outreach because I had an hour and something to spare, so I thought, why not go do some outreach? Let's see. There's enough people, but there's not as many as there were the last time, so let's see if people engage. I'm also sitting slightly somewhere else just to try and get more people here. But I think where I was sitting before might be better. I'm not sure. I'll wait here for like 10 minutes, and if nothing happens, I'll move. It's a waiting game sometimes. Hey, you want to give it a try? By the way, I have a new experiment that I want to try. Um, let's see. It's highly experimental. I just thought of it on the way here. So let's hope it's. Let's see how it goes. I'm trying to not stay in the way so that you can also get to see, I don't know, the nightlife. At least you get to see some of the Amsterdam style and, I don't know, life, evening life, because it's not really night yet. Have you read about my strategy on how to talk to farmers? Might be useful if you meet one today. I have not, Leon, sorry. Where did you write it? I think I'm gonna move because nobody's coming here. Born again vegan, thank you for that. Okay, I'm gonna move. There's too few people on this side. Come with me. I'm sorry if I'm not keeping the camera super stable as I'm walking. Martin, it's not Dam Square. It is Rembrandtplein, actually. Let's see. Here is exactly where I was staying the last time. Let's see if more people engage here. It's also earlier than I did last time, right? I think it gets busier later. But let's see, maybe some people will engage. Hey,
Hello,
you want to
man.
give it a try?
Yeah, man.
Oh, love it.
What was that?
If you're staying on the side, I'll stay on the side. Okay, so what's your name, by the way?
Connor.
Connor. I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Chip.
Okay, so what do you think about animals?
Animals?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're good, lovely.
lovely.
Yeah.
What do you think about animal abuse?
Not good.
Not good.
No.
Okay, what would you classify as abuse?
Hitting animals. There's very many variations of it.
I would say physical and emotional harm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say you're against animal abuse?
I would say so. Yeah.
Okay. And my final question is, what do you think about the animals that we send into slaughterhouses for us?
So that's a very 50-50 question, because then you've got obviously animal abuse. Of course, they're going to obviously be killed.
Yeah.
But also then it's of the fact of is a cycle of produce of food and stuff like that for people as well. So,
But do you think we need to consume any animal products?
well, that's up for a debate as well. You can't say yes or no on that.
Oh.
In my eyes.
Well, the largest organization of nutritionists in the world,
Yeah.
it's called the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics,
Yeah.
have actually stated officially that the vegan diet is suitable for all ages and stages of life,
Yeah, okay,
including
okay.
pregnancy, athletes, and all that, right?
But also it's like a carnivore diet as well.
Yeah. But the only difference is that one,
Yeah, of course,
one
animals.
exploits and kills
I know,
a lot
I know.
of sentient individuals. Do you know what sentience is, by the way?
No. Please explain.
So sentience means that let's say a human being is sentient, and most of the animals that we farm are sentient.
Mm-hmm.
So sentience means that they have a capability. They're aware of their surroundings. They're aware of the reality.
Yeah,
around
yeah.
them.
What's going on? Yeah.
Yeah, and they have a capability for emotions, for pain, for positive emotions, for negative emotions, and all of this, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So all of these animals that we farm have that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, do you think that given that they feel pain, that they have emotions, much like us,
Yeah.
and given that we don't need to consume animal products, do you think there is any reason to do this to them?
Well, again, you can't say yes or no to that.
Well, let me ask you
Because-
about you.
Okay.
What about you?
Okay. What do I'm 50-50 on it.
You're 50-50
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, because I can say I know you're preaching the vegan lifestyle,
Yeah.
whatever, but I eat meat.
Well,
So and I don't mind obviously the vegan lifestyle. It's absolutely fine. People are like that. They don't want to eat meat. They don't want to harm animals, whatever. I like to eat meat, cows, whatever, the rest of it. But that's just
okay,
I
but
can't.
walk me through your rationalizing, knowing that they're sentient individuals and that they feel and that they experience the world around them much like you do.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's fair to do this to them for something that you don't need?
No. Well, again, but then you're going off topic of the animals. Then you're going into people.
What do you mean?
How you just said that.
Well, all of these animals, they're much like us
Yeah,
in all the
I
ways
know.
that matter, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if
yeah.
I were to ask you what is it that a human being has that an animal doesn't, that it makes it okay to send one to the slaughterhouse and not the other?
Yeah, okay, and that's fair enough. I've no argument there. So
You have no argument
No,
there.
no.
Okay, so then if you have no argument there, would you
Would I be a
consume-
vegan?
Yeah, no.
No.
Well, question is, would you consume human meat?
No, I would not. No.
Okay, so then
No.
you see there's a contradiction there because
Yeah, okay.
you say there's no difference between humans and animals
Well, yeah.
that warrants the difference in
Yeah,
treatment.
okay, but it's just not right to. You wouldn't think about that though, would you?
Yeah.
For years and years and years, you've been well before everything. You've been killing animals to eat.
Yeah, and I understand that because it's been ingrained. We've been taught this way for a long time. I have been in your place, in your position also.
Yeah.
But like, what would incentivize you to not participate in this? To give these animals the life that you think they deserve?
What? Sorry, say that again. Sorry.
So what would incentivize you to not pay for any of these animals to go into slaughterhouses on your behalf?
On my behalf.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't understand the question.
So do you understand your implication in the matter?
Yeah. Okay.
So that means that when you buy an
I'm-
animal product, an
yeah.
animal will go into a slaughterhouse
Yeah, of course.
on your behalf.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so what would incentivize you to stop doing that?
Nothing.
Nothing can
No.
incentivize you. So you
No.
don't care that all of these animals are.
No, because it's not
Okay.
all of them. Because again, like what I said at the start, it's just a procedure.
all the animals that are exploited.
It's just a procedure, though, isn't it?
What is just a procedure?
Of the animal circle, of how animals go into slaughter for produce.
So you think that animals being killed is just a procedure?
Well, it is on an economical stage of people like they get killed for people to eat. Of course it is. It's
sorry,
been there for years and years.
I failed to understand your reasoning. Okay, let me just walk you through a little bit more. Would you kill a dog to eat them?
No, of course it wouldn't.
Okay, so then, I mean, even you can't argue that between a dog and a cow there is virtually no difference.
No, but I would
that
kill it.
justifies killing one or the
yeah,
other.
but if you had to, would you eat a dog or eat a cow? What would you do?
Not if you have to. If I have to, I could justify maybe even killing you to eat you if I had to, right? But the question is, you're in situations now in your day-to-day life. You're not in situations where you have to. You're in situations where you choose to. So my question is, why do you choose to put these animals into slaughterhouses?
Yeah, but I don't. So
well,
you're asking me if I no, but I don't.
Well, do you understand supply and demand?
Yeah, no, but listen, I don't. And you're saying to me that I choose to. I don't. I eat meat. Is what it is.
Yeah, but by eating meat, you choose animals to go
to
slaughterhouses. No.
I can tell.
How can you tell?
Because the way you're portraying these questions. You're saying that I don't do it. I just eat meat.
Yeah, you just eat meat, but do you realize that behind those actions there is exploitation?
Yeah, of course, but it's not me though, is it?
Say that again?
It's not me though, is it?
But it is you.
Yeah,
because you're aware of it.
But I'm not doing it.
You could choose a different option.
What could I choose?
You could choose plant-based meat.
Yeah, so then why are you pushing it towards me?
Say that again?
Why are you pushing it towards me?
All I care about is the animals.
Of course. But at the end of the day, I don't kill the animals. Okay, no, I eat them.
But they die because you pay for it.
Okay, but I'm not killing them, no.
So you are responsible for their death.
Okay.
Do you not understand that?
No, okay, I see. Why is now this changed to you saying that about me being responsible for an animal's death just because I eat meat?
But you are responsible for their death because you eat meat, right? Okay. It's a supply and demand market.
Okay.
You understand that?
Okay, no, okay.
Do you not understand that?
No, I just feel like this now is just turn a little bit for yourself.
It turned for myself?
Yeah.
How do you figure?
Yeah, well, just the way the portraying the questions are.
Well, my question is, what is keeping you from not exploiting animals? And you're saying nothing is keeping me from exploiting animals.
But I just want to be a vegan.
You just want to. Don't be a vegan then.
Yeah,
but stop exploiting animals.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, I will. Yeah. Okay.
How will you stop exploiting animals?
No, exactly whatever you just said. I'll stop exploiting by apparently not buying supply and demand, by not buying meat.
So by not buying animal products.
So then I can't eat meat. So therefore you're saying, oh, just be a vegetarian, be a vegan.
Well, I'm just saying don't exploit animals.
Okay, I'm not.
I don't care about the label vegan. I don't care about anything else. I don't even care about what you do.
Okay,
all I care about is that the animals don't go into slaughterhouses.
Okay,
because they're sentient individuals.
Exactly.
You see?
So how is that? Yeah, but that's not me then, is it?
It is
but
because they go there because of you.
I'm not picking it up. What? Because of me?
Yeah.
I'm not picking it up and taking it to a slaughterhouse. Then.
No, but look at this. So you go into a supermarket and you pick up a piece of meat, right?
That wasn't me.
You don't pick up the piece of meat when you go to a supermarket?
No, that wasn't me.
So how do you purchase meat?
Huh? I'll go to a nice butcher.
You go to a butcher. Yeah. Okay, so when you go to the butcher and you take that meat, what will happen? What will the butcher do?
I don't know. I don't care what the butcher does with that meat.
Well, you have to care, right? But you don't care about anything else other than
just
what is in front of you?
Having a nice meal. No, 100%.
But that's mental, isn't it?
I know.
So how would you know that the meat that is behind it isn't human meat?
Oh, fucking hell. If it's human meat, it tastes gorgeous, mate, as well.
And you don't care that some individuals such like as yourself were exploited and killed?
No.
For you?
No.
Because you pay?
No.
Do you even understand the responsibility that you have?
See, look, this is exactly what I mean. I'm going to leave you there, son. Okay? Have a lovely evening.
That's psychotic, man. Wow. I guess some people will always be defensive, huh? What would you guys say to this? Because I have no clue, huh? What do you say to a person who doesn't acknowledge the simplicity of supply and demand? Hi.
What's the deal?
You want to try it?
Yeah, sure.
I just ask you a couple of questions, get you to think a bit.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna pose an experiment. It's my first time posing the experiment. Can you come closer so that you're in view? Okay, nice.
Do you mind if I smoke a cigarette?
Yeah, I don't mind. Okay. So the experiment is like this. Let's say in front of you you have two boxes, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, in one of these boxes there's an animal, and in one of these boxes there's a human being. Okay. You can't open these boxes. Okay. All you can see is on the screen is you can see the level of fear, the level of happiness, the level of pain that either the animal or the human being feels.
Okay.
You can't communicate with any of them, but
Okay.
what you have to do is choose one of them to go to the slaughterhouse for you.
Okay.
So which one do you choose to go to the slaughterhouse for you?
I'll choose animal.
How would you know which one it is?
Oh, I don't know which one is it.
No.
Is there any way for me to like communicate with them or like try
No.
to hit on the things?
No way
I
of
just have-
communicating.
so there's no way for me to guess which one it is.
No, you can probably put a sword in them and see the pain meter going up.
Uh-huh.
You can probably shake it and see the scaredness meter going up, but
Do I have to make the choice?
you have to make a choice. So you have to make a choice regarding these two boxes, yes.
So I would say like morally, if I have to like choose one, and there's no way for me to know which one it is, I think I'm not really like affected by the choice, because if it's a human being, I'm not sure which one it is. If it's an animal, I still don't know. It's like, I don't know, shooting a random bullet up in the air and like being sad because, okay, you can be sad because you shoot a fucking bullet in the air and kill someone, but in this case you have no like prior knowledge about like which one is what, and like no prior knowledge is which one it is. So I'll probably like don't poke around that much, just do a random test, I guess, because I don't think there's like any way that you can guess like by the pain levels which one is the animal and which one is that, because we both have the same like pain tolerance, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So the purpose of this experiment is mainly to get you to think from basically the idea that all of these animals are not that much different to us, right? In that sense, maybe we look different to them, and maybe we can communicate with them, but maybe we can communicate with each other. But there are human beings we cannot communicate with, and there are human beings who look slightly different than us, right? So the question is, do you think these two differences, that these are the only two differences that are between us and the animals that we kill? Do you think?
I don't think these are the only differences.
What other differences would you say there are between the animals that
So
we kill?
why do we keep dogs in our house but not cows?
That is a good question. Why is it that we keep dogs? Well, I would say because cows are bigger than dogs, and homes don't have a lot of space.
Okay, then we can say foxes or like other like animals, but the main reason is like socializing, right? We are humans. Like, why do we care about dogs like cats? Because they socialize with us, right? They show us some level of empathy.
So do cows, by the way.
They might, but through our culture, they turn more into like a domesticated. Is that what you call them?
Yeah, but those are also domesticated. All animals
Depend-
that
yeah,
and humans interact with are domesticated.
Oh, not domestic then. What do you call the animal that you eat? Like the farm animal, I guess?
I don't know.
Yeah, anyways, like the ones that you used to eat, right? Because this is coming from all cultures, coming from our past. Like, this is kind of like cultural relativism, I feel like, because if someone eats dogs in China, right, you can't argue that because it's from their culture. And it's like that because they went through like times where they had to like eat nothing, so they had to resort some like extra things. And right now, like cows, like those animals, we used to eat them, and that's coming to our culture. We can change it, of course, but it's not gonna be easy change. Like for me, I'm one of those who can say like I eat meat, but if there's a voting worldwide and people who say, okay, if we pass this bill, no one will eat like meat anymore, I would vote yes. Like, let's not eat meat. But the thing is, being a vegan, being a like vegetarian, they're all like valid causes. I respect those people, but that's a choice that also affects your life too much.
Okay. In what way?
Okay, you look like someone going to gym, right?
Yeah, I am.
Are you vegetarian?
I'm a vegan, actually.
Oh, you're vegan.
Yeah.
So it's way harder for you to access protein like, compared to me.
I doubt it.
Okay, what's your protein sources?
I mean, beans, lentils, legumes, tofu, tempeh. I don't know, even plant-based meats, soy chunks.
Okay,
soybeans
for example,
in general.
I can just eat like 200 grams of chicken. I will get 50 grams of protein.
Yeah.
What will be the corresponding part for you?
How much did you say?
50 grams protein.
50 grams of protein in?
Chicken breast.
In how much chicken?
200 grams.
I don't know, I could do soy chunks. Soy chunks have more protein per calorie than chicken does.
So, and how much does it cost?
It's cheaper, way cheaper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, soy chunks are way cheaper. Yeah.
Okay, but that's a valid argument. I can say something regarding that.
Yeah.
But at least for me, like the world is not set in this way of like being a vegan or being vegetarian.
But do you know what veganism is? Because you keep mentioning veganism. Do you know what it is?
Not eating any animal products, not milk or anything, but just meat. So if it's slaughtered, you don't eat it.
Yeah, so the reason the veganism is a moral principle where we oppose the idea that animals should be treated as objects, should be commodified. So does any of that speak to you? Do you think animals should be treated as objects or commodified?
No, I feel like the animals they're like us. We're just animals that like evolved better than them.
Exactly. So it seems like you're halfway there. Vegans just follow through with this philosophy and align their actions also with their morals, right? Because as far as I understand, your morals say that it's wrong to kill an
Yeah,
animal
of course.
if it's not needed to. Okay, so it's not needed to kill these animals because we can survive and thrive without them, right? So then, in that sense, what is keeping you from aligning your actions with your own morals?
Again, the main reason is the world is not set for this because, like here in this country, it's completely fine because we have lots of vegan options and everything. But I'm from Turkey. Like I was living in Turkey for 18 years. I moved here 5 years ago, and compared to there, like yeah, being vegan is way easier. But if I go back there, it's really hard for me to be vegan. Like the world is not set for being like this because I feel like this is more of like a first world country problem. Because when I'm back,
Animals being exploited is not a first world country problem.
if you're living in a country where you have to like fight for eating, like in Turkey, you don't fight for eating, but you have to find a way to eat, right?
The poorest countries in the world are mostly plant-based, so this argument doesn't really work. But
For example,
well, India even, right? Think about it. India is mostly plant-based. Indonesia, all of these countries, their diet is mostly consisting of plants. Very rarely that they eat animal products, right? And they do that as a delicacy or whatever they consider it. It's still wrong for those animals that die for them, but what I'm trying to emphasize is that you can survive and thrive on a plant-based diet regardless of the country, right? Because let me ask you here, you say you're from Turkey, but if what happens in Turkey is that on the news it just comes up that all the meat is riddled with this virus or this bacteria, and you cannot not buy anything, and obviously it will take a long time before they produce more meat that is bacteria or virus-free. Would you say you can survive and thrive without it?
I'm pretty sure there will be lots of like effects of this because there's a farming culture, there's like a farming businesses that's mainly like thriving on the meat production and like dairy production. So those people will be affected, and those people will need to go to other sources, but we don't have the base for those sources, I feel like. Because to switch to those sources, you need a production, you need some people working on this. And I don't think we have enough people that's working on these sources to supply everyone. Like I tried vegan burger, and it was like my mind kind of went numb when I realized that cheese was also not cheese. So like there are like really good replacements for meat
It
products.
it tasted exactly the same. Didn't
I
it?
can't say exactly the same, but it was really close enough for me to enjoy it, right? And
Exactly.
that's all that matters.
You're almost there. What is keeping you then from being vegan?
No, I'm all up for like just people doing the right thing, right?
Well, which one do you think is the right thing then? Given that given that you can find, and you always find, a readily available plant-based option, or that's one option, or the other option is one that exploits and kills an individual, a sentient individual, an animal. Which one do you think is the right way?
Oh no,
Or
the right way is doing almost going with the plant products.
Yeah.
But the thing is also, like this, I think goes down to individual level where like the actions that you do, like based on your philosophy, also affects your life, right?
Yeah.
If you choose to be like, I don't know, for example, like the Israel-Palestine situation, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm pro-Palestine, but like due to my religious situations, I was scared to go to protest, right? Like mentally, I'm there. When I talk to people, I follow these like principles.
Yeah.
But some people might say like this is wrong because like if you're advocating for something, you also have to follow through with it.
Yeah.
But I also feel like in some way, if you're advocating for something, even the most minimal thing also counts. Like for example, for me, it's like talking with this thing with my friends, like saying like, yeah, we don't need to do this, we don't need to do that. The situation is this, situation on that,
Yeah.
and like educating people that no, like you're doing right now.
Yeah.
But I think it's a hard thing to ask for people to change their lifestyle based on things that they're doing. For example, like I'm processing like Israel, right? But I'm still consuming things that are coming from them. Or like I'm not following, but like I'm still buying products that's manufactured there. I'm still like buying products from like companies that are like related to them. You can't say it's wrong. Like if this was a Palestine-Israel situation and you ask me the same things, like say like, yeah, why did you stop using this
But
product?
if I were to bring an analogy to your Israel and Palestine situation, it would be like, so you're pro-Palestine, you're against Israel in this conflict, right?
Yeah.
Let's say that you have two options in front of you. One supports Palestine and one supports Israel.
Yeah.
And why would you choose this one that supports Israel if you can choose the one that supports Palestine?
The difference is if I'm standing like when you say like support, it's not the same as doing the thing, right? Because if I was
Well, you are giving, so In a supply and demand market
Yeah.
like we exist, like is in
Yeah.
Turkey also, it's when you give your money towards an industry, that industry will do more of those actions, right? They
Yeah.
will provide more products in the way that they do, right? So
Uh-huh.
that means that if animals are exploited and abused for meat, that means when you buy meat, an animal will be exploited, a different animal will be exploited and abused because you bought that product. You see what I mean?
No, I agree, but also being me by myself is not going to be enough for this change. This is a really weak argument. This is like a
I
yeah, I'm
understand where you're
scared
coming from,
argument, but I'm more of in the sense of like universal law thinker, right? Like
Yeah.
if you go with ethics, if everyone follows one thing, if we make a contract and everyone follows this thing, I'll be down with it. But the meat production thingy is way bigger than me and you, right?
It is, but there are several things to consider here.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, which I think is the most important part of it, and before I touch upon that, let me just tell you, one person going vegan can save up to 100 animals per year. So there is impact there. 100 animals is not nothing. It's a lot of lives that you could save. And even this is just one per year, if you were in their shoes, you would want your life to be spared, would you not?
Yes.
Okay, but now the next thing is, and this is the biggest thing about it, is that if everybody against us is racist, do you think you should also be racist just because everybody against us is racist? Everybody around us is racist?
I have to put animals in a different place than humans.
You do, but the thing is,
So I can put like the animal cruelty to the same level as like racism, right?
and that's fine, you can do that, but think about it this way, racism is a form of discrimination
Yeah.
based on how a person looks like, right?
Yeah.
Based on their race. Whereas, whereas what we do to animals is a form of discrimination based on species, because we say that these animals deserve to live, like the dogs, like the cats, and the cows, they deserve to die. Like, why? What is it that, if you think about it intrinsically, they're both the same. Why is it that
Humans and cows, I will argue that they're not the same.
I said cows and cats and
Oh,
dogs.
oh, same. They're not the same. The reason for that is we're humans, right? And we, like for example, if there is a
Intrinsically.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? That means for them, within themselves, they are the same. They are the same individuals. A cow is capable of doing pretty much the same thing as a cat or a dog. And it's not even about
No.
capabilities, but how they experience the world is very similar.
No,
amongst
I
each
agree with that.
other.
But what I'm saying is, for us humans, like we can get connected to a random like cartoon character, right? Because they show the similar like human traits.
But you can also get connected to cows in that sense, right? Just because you haven't doesn't mean that you think that cows should die, does it? Because you haven't also connected to all the cats, all the dogs. Yet you agree that most of the cats deserve to live. Most of the dogs deserve to live. You don't, but you have not have connection with any of these animals. So it's not about you connecting with them. It's rather about acknowledging that they themselves value and their own life and that they themselves want to live. They don't want to be forced into slaughterhouses or exploited, right? So in that sense, all animals are that same, and we as well as humans are the same, right? So I would say, if you think it's wrong to do that to an animal that wants to live and it's not needed, then why not follow through with it?
Like I said again, following through is the hard part where you have to commit your life to it,
Yeah.
and it's a choice. Like dominantly depends on the person's life and their basically life, right? Like there are lots of like issues in the world right now, including animal issues, and if you have to make a priority list, I'm like, at least for me, there are like higher top things that I have to figure out first to calm down to that level. It's a valid level, right?
But I appreciate what you're saying. It's just that, I'm sorry for interrupting you.
No
there,
worries,
but
no worries.
The idea isn't that you don't have to prioritize. Let's say you care about the Israel-Palestine war and you want to go and protest, right? Being a vegan doesn't stop you from doing any of this, right?
No, but
It
being
just-
a vegan
'cause
adds a different layer to your life. Now you have to like see
only
what you're
only
eating.
at the beginning, because it's about a change of habit. But believe you me, that our lives is the same, easy or hard. You go to a supermarket, you buy a product. I go to a supermarket, I buy the same product but a vegan version. You go to a restaurant, you buy a dish. I buy a dish from the restaurant but the vegan version. It's the same thing.
But you have to find a specific restaurant for that. There are like meals that you can't eat. There are like, for example, I've been drinking milk for my whole life. I still love milk, and like avoiding that will be like losing a quality for my life, right?
But do you know what happens in the dairy industry? I'm sorry for interrupting
Yeah.
you again. So in the dairy industry, cows get forcefully impregnated because farmers don't just wait until cows say, oh, I want to have a baby. Cows get forcefully impregnated because cows only have milk when they have a baby. So when the baby is born, the farmers take away the baby because the milk has to go for human consumption. So that's already bad because they separate the mother from the baby. And if the baby is a male, they get killed because they're useless to the industry. If the baby is a female, they get put in the same cycle as their mothers, year over year, forceful impregnation, until like 6 to 8 years, when they can no longer produce enough that the farmer can say that they can justify keeping them alive. And then they also go to the slaughterhouse themselves, and they can live up to 20 years, so they don't even have their
Okay,
life.
to understand your point, let's say we're in a universe where now we don't have like slaughterhouses, we don't have like these factories like manufacturing thing for animals, but what we do is we milk a cow when they're pregnant, and we eat a cow when they're old or when like they're almost ready to die. Would that be a pass for you? Would that be a pass for you to eat an
I
animal?
wouldn't do that myself, right? But so the way I see it, let me just pose it this way. I wouldn't have a problem if you find an animal that was hit by a car and you want to eat that animal, right? I don't think there's any problem specifically to that. I do think there's a thing that you're enforcing by saying, oh, you're still kind of seeing animals like objects to eat. But like the way I see the world and the way I think the world should be is that all of these animals, just like you, just like me, just like us humans, are on Earth, and all of them deserve to be on Earth just as much as we do. So that means just because we're more intelligent, we can dominate all of them, doesn't mean that we should be abusing our power over all of them and dominate all of them, but rather let all of them live, and we all live in communion. If that means that you befriend, if at some point you befriend a cow, they have a baby, the baby grows up and they still produce some milk and you want to drink that, well, it is what it is, right? But that's not the case that what you're
No,
paying
yeah, I
for
just asked in the
nowadays.
sense of like to understand your like where you're coming from,
Yeah.
like not to like oppose any of the ideas.
Yeah.
Like generally, like I said, I'm all up for veganism, but it's just that I don't see myself doing it because I already have lots of stuff that's affecting my life daily, and I don't want to put another layer in my life where I need to avoid stuff or like look out for stuff, right? Like that's my main point. But if anyone wants to advocate for veganism or like vegetarianism or even like pescatarianism, like I'm all up for it. Like
But if I give you resources that would help you be vegan, that would give you that would help you day by day for 30 days, and afterwards, trust me, after 30 days, your life is exactly the same. Would you still not try it? Because
like-
it is just about the changing of habit.
Yes and no. The no part comes from like kind of a person. Because I had like two vegan friends that one went for like 5 years, the other one went for 3 years, and they both ended up quitting because it was affecting their
They were
life.
not vegan.
They were vegan.
They were plant-based.
No, they were vegan. They weren't eating any dairy products or nothing.
But they were plant-based. That still means plant-based.
Oh wait, okay, so
The difference between plant-based and vegans is that veganism is a moral principle. Is the fact that you
Oh.
believe that animals should not be objectified.
oh no, I believe in that.
Okay, you
So-
believe in that, but you don't follow through, right? So that's what you believe in, but your actions don't say that, though, do they?
Yes, so but this doesn't invalidate my friends quitting. Like
It does, because you cannot say that, or you cannot say that at some point that you believe that animals need to be not to be objectified, and the next day say, oh, it's okay to objectify animals, right? You cannot say that. And I understand that you come from a perspective where you probably don't know a lot about the animal industry. You probably don't know.
oh no, I've seen a lot of stuff. Like it's like also like the environmental effects of like the whole this production, the CO2 emission, I guess. Not
Okay.
CO2, but maybe methane.
Methane, yeah.
Yeah, methane. Yeah, like those stuff. Like I'm pretty aware of the problems that are coming with this industry, but I feel like me myself is a small step regarding this, right? Because like I, for example, advocate more on human lives and their like health, like benefits and like humans being healthy and happy, right?
But you
so
can
I
still
could have,
do that and be vegan.
no, I can dedicate my life to, for example, going to Africa, going to other different countries, like supporting them. Like
You
I
can
know,
do all that and still be vegan.
no, but I do believe in this, but I'm not doing it, right?
Oh,
Like-
that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a difference, because
the difference?
the difference is that here you believe that animals should be free, yet you pay against that.
Yes, doing an action is not doing an action is the same thing.
Well, it's not, because this isn't a non-action. It's not like you're not participating. Veganism is a place where you don't participate in it. It's not a place where you vegan activism, like what I'm doing, is a place where you fight for it. It's
Yeah.
something that you say you don't want to do.
Yeah, for
But-
example, you're doing it right now, right?
Yeah,
like
but
you're like,
like
talking with people.
veganism is a non-action. It means you strictly oppose the animal industry because they commodify animals. That's all it is. It's like boycotting animal industry. That's all it is. You can still do your whole life exactly the same while at the
No,
same
what
time
I'm
doing
trying to
this.
say by this is not doing an action and doing an action is the same thing. Is that like if you're against something, right, you can protest it. Then when you do that, you are like following the cause, right? You're taking an action.
Yeah.
And if someone is like right now, for example, like beating my friend right now, if I don't do anything, I'm an accomplice, right? I'm letting my friend get beaten while I can help.
Yeah.
Like not helping and helping, like doing an action and not doing an action, they both kind of go to the same route. If I don't do anything regarding humans, right, to help other humans, that is the same as like thinking that veganism is right, but not doing anything.
Well, it's not the same because you see, if I were to make an analogy for humans, it would be where you're faced every day. You would be faced with the option to either exploit a human or not exploit a human, and you consciously choose to exploit a human, even though you could not exploit a human.
Okay.
That's what veganism is. Just replace human with an animal. That's all it is. You 3 times per day you make this choice. There's a big difference between everything you mentioned and all this. The fact that you have to make a choice every day. You don't have to make a choice whether you want to go and protest regarding Israel and Palestine. You don't have to have a stance on it. You don't have to do
Why?
any of it. None of those are obligatory. Whereas you eating is obligatory. You have to eat. You have to make this choice.
No, but the thing is, I do care more about human lives compared to animal life.
And that's fine.
Right now, like people they're like going through the same thing, right? I don't want to I don't want to compare the issues or anything. I'm just like because this is like a hot topic right now.
Yeah.
Like people are going through the similar stuff that the animals going through right now, and like what's happening to them is, for me at least, way worse to compare to what's happening to animals, right? Because
I disagree that it's way worse, but it's bad.
why would you disagree that something happening to a human is different than an animal?
What is it that a human being can perceive way worse than an animal can? That something that brings them pain, that brings them sorrow, that gives them bad emotions. What is it? Why is it that a human being, we think that human beings somehow suffer more or are more deserving of life than animals are?
Why don't we marry with animals? Why don't we fall in love with animals? Because we as a species,
Because they're our own species, yes. But like,
not even that, like us humans, while evolving, right, during our evolution, we went
Yeah.
through stages, and one of the stages is forming like bonds, right, communities. And like the reason why racism is a thing, the reason why not the only reason, but one of the reasons racism is a thing, like discrimination is a thing, is that we form like communities and we try to keep that community safe by like pushing other people away.
Yeah.
Right. Like humans, they are from my community. That's the biggest group that I can relate to, right? For example, when I see you, if I see your arm chopped, like I will feel that because I can say, okay, what would I feel if my arm was chopped, right?
well, wouldn't you say the same about an animal? If you see an
It's-
animal
it's
having their
not-
leg chopped and
it's
see
not-
them in pain, would you not feel pain?
I would feel pain, but it's not the same level. Because when
Okay,
it comes
then-
to animal, they are like we as humans, we have more complex way of thinking. We have like
Not all humans also, right? There's human beings who don't have a complex way of thinking. There's human beings who have left, who are at the level strictly as an animal, right? There's human beings who have a cognitive abilities of animals.
okay.
In this world, there are these kind of human beings. You can acknowledge that, and we don't send those human beings to slaughterhouses because of their cognitive.
No, but according to a study, if your kid is, let's say, diagnosed with autism, right,
Yeah.
and it's a severe case of autism.
I don't
My,
think autism is a.
my nephew is one of example.
Yeah.
He's a nonverbal autist.
But that's not a neurodivergent. I was talking about neurodegenerative diseases.
No, yeah,
where it's
but
more
no.
like they're stunted.
No, but
mentally.
my point is this. Like, according to a study, people tend to put their kids with mental diseases in mental hospitals and never visit them. Like it's more likely for you to put your kid in a mental house and never visit them when their mental disease level is way too high, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't see them as human anymore.
Yeah.
Like
I
in
don't
your-
know. I wouldn't do that. I'm sorry. I don't know.
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that as well.
Yeah.
But there are points, for example, it's sad to say this. It like kills me to say this, but there are some things that when my nephew does that, I'm like really hard to understand it, right? And it comes really hard for you to form empathy with it because when a being doesn't show you any communication or anything back, then you start to like disassociate with that being, right? And that's what happened with animals as well. Like if there is a rat running around here, right? Like I wouldn't kick it. I wouldn't be like kill this or anything. But what I would do is like I don't know, just try to get away from it or like send it somewhere else, right?
But is there really a difference between you kicking a rat right here and you going to a restaurant and paying for a cow to die for you?
Yeah, there's a difference. One is direct, the other one is indirect. Like you're directly hurting
Well, you're
someone.
directly because the animal that wouldn't die after otherwise, right? The next animal wouldn't die
No,
otherwise in the chain.
the meat was already there.
Yeah, but the next animal wouldn't be killed because of you. It's
No,
supply and demand.
the meat production will be still the same if just one
There
person
is an
changes.
impact. If you're thinking that there is no impact, there is an impact. And besides, even like imagine voting, right? Imagine you saying, "I'm not going to go vote because my vote is no impact." Sure, your drop is you're just a drop in the whole ocean, but you are a drop. Like you're thinking. I heard a really nice metaphor of somebody saying like, imagine the Great Wall of China. It's
Yeah.
this big thing, right? If you take one brick away from it, it's you still see it as the Great Wall of China,
Yeah,
but
no,
it's the Great Wall of China without one brick.
Yeah, I totally
That's
agree.
what you would be.
Yeah, I
That's what
totally
animal
agree.
agriculture would be if you stop. It would be that one less brick. It would still be big, but that doesn't. Each individual has to make changes in order for society to make change. So you are faced with this option to change.
I personally, like I said, believe that this is the right cause that you're doing. Like what you're doing is.
Yeah, but I don't need validation. I need you to
no,
act.
No, I'm not trying to give validation in the sense of like,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to point out that I'm all up for your cause and like it's the right cause. I will say, but
But how can you be up for my cause when you pay for against it? How can you be supporting veganism when you pay against veganism? When you pay for animals to go into slaughterhouses? How can you say you respect animals when you pay for them to go needlessly into slaughterhouses?
that's where my, I think, moral compass kicks in. If I'm hurting someone directly, that hurts me. But if I'm not seeing the cow being slaughtered, if I'm not like directly buying from a, I don't know, like a
But you are
slaughterhouse.
responsible.
We're responsible for so many things. What we're doing in life, like even voting, right? If you vote for the wrong party, and due to their actions, like the poor becomes poorer, or like some shit happens.
You are responsible for that. Because you voted for that.
Yes, but you're not like no one feels directly sad for it. Like people vote for Trump, people vote for
Doesn't matter
Erdogan,
what you
people
feel.
vote for Putin.
It doesn't matter what you feel. It matters the responsibility.
No,
your responsibility.
your feelings are the things that makes you act, right?
Not necessarily. For me, I just act based on feelings, based on logic. There's a whole complex dynamics of reasons how I act or how I behave. But the sheer fact is that I understand that my responsibility, if I were to pay somebody to kill a person, I wouldn't directly do it, but I am responsible for it. You're paying somebody to kill an animal. Why is it that you don't think you're not responsible for it?
In the killing person, I think it would be more like if you're like paying for something, like buying a product from somewhere that hires people to kill humans. I think like there's like more steps in like
I would still be responsible. Does the number of steps really matter? You're still responsible for it.
like for us, yeah, that's what keeps us like afloat, right? But that's what keeps us like not being depressed all the time.
So if I tell a friend to kill a human,
But
I'm
you-
still responsible. But there's 10 steps in between. They just go from a friend to a friend to a friend. Is that I'm not responsible anymore because I told that person to kill that human?
You didn't tell that person because
No,
you
I
just
told another one person that I want this person to die, and just tell as many people as they need to in order to get that person die. Am I not responsible for that?
I feel like your like chain of responsibility goes down. But if you're the one initiator, yes, you're equally responsible.
Well, you're the one initiating. You're at the top of this chain. Because like imagine this: if in all of Netherlands, right, nobody would eat meat. Do you think you would find meat in the supermarket?
No.
Right. So exactly, it's because people buy it that meat exists. So you are the top. You are the one that demands meat. So you are responsible for it.
Okay, let's do this. Give me the resources. I'll try for a week.
You try for a week.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to try for a week. I want you to understand first of all the issue. Do you understand
No,
the issue?
no, I know the issue. The only thing that's keeping me from it is I don't have enough problems in my life. This is a cop-out answer.
Yeah.
But like everyone is gonna say, I have enough things to worry about in my life, and I don't want to
Everybody
put that
does.
extra. Yeah, that's why I say it's a cop-out
Yeah,
answer.
yeah.
So that's why I'll give my best for a week.
But a week isn't enough, man. Do your best for a month.
The thing is, like these things, you like. A month is a long time, right? You need
Well,
to
a
see.
month, it needs to be something because you tell me that your problem is habitual. You told me several times in this discussion, and you emphasize that your problem is habitual.
Yeah.
That you don't wanna, that it's difficult for you to change. So a habit won't change in a week. So that means you're not even giving it a try in a week. You have to give it a try to change the habit. And if after you change the habit you think that it doesn't work for you, that's a totally different case scenario, right? But even after that, I still like. If what you try doesn't work for you, why would you go back to exploiting animals and not try something else? You see what I mean? Like, Veganism is not a diet. There are several diets you can have and still be vegan. You can have high protein, high fat, high carb, whatever you want, whatever diet you want. Exclude and include whatever you want from that diet. The whole idea is to not exploit animals.
Okay, so now I'll do this test. A month, I'll compare the expenses for my own. How much do I like spend on like my current diet, like the vegan diet, and how much I spend on like before I tried this, right? And I'll see how much this affects me.
It sounds to me like you're trying to be plant-based, and that's fine. You can be plant-based for a month, but you're not going to be vegan, because veganism means you oppose the commodification of animals. You truly do oppose it, because you can't oppose something and still participate in it, right? So that's what I'm saying.
Yes, but and this is the point where you're asking too much, right? Like if you're trying to convince someone to try something, you can't also be like, okay, if you're going to commit to this, you have to do this endlessly.
I applaud you, and I thank you for wanting to try it, and I say, I'll give you resources, and I hope you try plant-based. Just keep in mind that you're not going to be vegan, you're going to be plant-based. You're going to be vegan once you understand that animals should not be exploited for us in any way.
No, I understand that, but
Well, once you follow through with it.
yes, that's why I'm going to try for a month.
Yeah.
Because again, understanding.
But there's, veganism is not just, the reason why I mention all this, because veganism is not just about the food you eat, right? It's the food you eat is the biggest part of it, but the reality is you might go to circuses, you might go to zoos, all of these exploit animals, right? Like, that's entertainment. For clothing also, like leather, all of these, they exploit animals. So veganism means we oppose all of that. We oppose the idea that animals should be killed for us or commodified for us.
Okay, let's go step by step. This is fake leather, by the way.
Step by step, yeah.
And step by step, what I mean is first, let's go with the bigger issue, which is the production part. Let me go through with it first. Then I will start to like take care of the other stuff. But if you push me into a huge rabbit hole where I need to like figure out so many stuff, I'll get bored of it. I'll get like tired of it. So let's go step by step. Let's start with the month thingy, right? Let me see how things goes. Let me see how things works. Because like I said, I do feel that animals are the same. Animals do deserve to live as well. I've got an English word for that.
Yeah.
But I also feel like humans or animals are not the same thing.
I'm not saying that's the same.
I would choose to keep a human alive compared to any of the animals.
Listen, if I had to choose between a human and an animal to live, I would probably also choose a human. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that...
That's not what I'm saying that you're saying as well.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like, because you put the issue in the like Israel-Palestine thing, or like any war that like humans are suffering, kind of similar to what animals are going through,
what
right?
I'm saying is that you think that what is happening in Israel and Palestine, the war, what humans are going through is one thing. They're going through suffering.
Yeah.
But you have no idea how much suffering there is in the animal agriculture. Like, animals get raped, animals get stabbed, animals get killed. For animals, sometimes they get stuffed with food until they barf and then get, like, there's the practices. Day by day, there's almost, maybe not day by day, but week by week, I found out about a new practice that is absolutely torture for animals in this animal agriculture. Torture.
But the difference comes to here as well. Like us humans, right? We evolved to a point where we don't kill each other for food. Like you're supposed to not kill each other for food. Like we have a safe environment. We don't die on the streets. Someone just doesn't, like a lion doesn't kill me, right?
Yeah.
But if I put these cows in a like natural environment, they'll be eaten by wolves. Like they have cruelty in their like life cycle, right?
Yeah, but there is a difference. There's a difference. It's okay. I don't want to go further into this, but there is a difference. My only statement is that, and I understand where you're coming from. And if it were like that, it would be one thing. But the realities of animal agriculture are far beyond. I wish I had some footage on me to show you, but the reality of animal agriculture are absolutely horrific. Like, for eggs, what happened, for example?
For eggs, they put them in like these tiny places. I think I saw a kitchen farm or something like that.
Yeah, so for eggs in the hatcheries where chickens come from, the chicken that lay eggs, so these chickens go to free-range farms, to biological farms, or to just normal farms. So in this place where they hatch from eggs, there's a 50-50 chance that they're either male or female. If they're female, they go to these farms. If they're male, they get into an industrial blender. They get blended up alive. They get smushed there instantly by a machine, or they gas to death. Pigs are killed in gas chambers. Like it's fucking horrific. Like you can't say that.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying.
And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Sometimes they cut the balls of pigs while they're conscious. If the pigs that don't grow fast enough, they smash their head onto the floor because they like.
like these are really bad things.
Yeah.
But I will feel like 20, maybe like 100 times worse if this was happening to a human, because I can relate to the human. But there is.
I can understand that. I can
But
understand that.
like for me, there will be no point for me to relate to an animal because we are different, not in the like look wise, like the way that we live, the way that we think, our brains work, like our hormones work, like everything is different.
Yeah, but all these differences, they're not significant enough that warrants killing.
Oh no,
one
of course
another,
not. Of
right?
course
That's
not.
what I mean.
Like the thing is, there's no possible way that you can argue against like being a vegan because technically like, it's a right cause, right?
Yeah.
Like, like it's like you're opposing like animals getting killed. It's a right cause. There's no argument you can
Yeah,
put
exploited
against it.
and
Yeah.
exploited because they're a lot of them are very much exploited first and foremost.
But the only thing is like you can't expect everyone to follow this because of the culture, because of the people. Like
I do think in the future, society will look back, and just like we look back now and we say, how come we did that awful shit to human beings? We're gonna look back now and say, how come we did that awful shit
No,
to
we're
animals?
humans. We're born to forget. We forget everything and we do everything all over again.
Yeah, but this is different. It's different.
I don't think it's different. We'll do the same mistakes again. If
Anyway, these are opinions.
yeah,
at the
yeah,
end of the
yeah.
day, right? So,
Okay, okay.
what's your name, by the way?
Boss.
Buzz?
Yes.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you,
Nice
Buzz.
to meet you as well.
It's a good conversation, and I'm happy that you're open-minded enough. I'm just gonna give you this card. Let me just tell you real quick. So there's this thing, Challenge 22.
Okay.
That's
It's a Dutch company.
no. This is international. So
Okay.
if they hook you up with a nutritionist, they send you recipes for 22 days.
Do I have to pay for it?
No, it's all free. Everything
Okay.
is free. But what I want you to do before all of this, is get informed. Okay.
Okay.
So that means go on this website or scan this code or go on this website and put in this code and watch the most important speech you'll ever hear. It just teaches you about the animal agriculture and all these practices that I kind of explained it to you. If afterwards you still want to participate, I mean, I cannot police you any further.
Yeah.
But if you want to try it and you really oppose it, then trust me, it's easy to live up to it. It's just a matter of a transition period that is pretty small and pretty fast.
All right.
Okay?
All right, I'll try it.
And you have my socials there.
Yeah.
If you try it and you have issues or something, you can also let me know. Okay?
All right, I'll let you know. All right, man.
Can I show this to camera?
Yeah, you can. What is that? What does it say? Every gym on Monday, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Like broccoli's working out. I mean, I'm pretty buff, huh?
Bro, I will challenge you to arm wrestle, but I'm probably not going to gym for a year now. So.
That's fine. That's fine. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, but just one thing though.
Yeah.
I don't feel like guilt shaming is the way to go for this.
I'm sorry if you felt shame. I'm not trying to guilt shame you. I'm trying to be as direct and as honest as possible with this.
No, I understand completely, but I also felt like when I said I agree with the cause, but I don't have the will or I don't have the power to follow with it right now. When you go through, go with it, but not doing anything, buying things still makes you responsible. Even if it does, it puts the other side on defensive position, right? Because I may agree with what you're doing, what you're going through, not what you're going through, what animals are going through. I'm all up for those things. I think conversation be mostly first educate people, then make people act on it.
I understand.
Right?
I understand. Yeah.
At least that's my point. I also went a bit defensive there, but many people will probably go defensive, and probably that's what's happening to
I
you
appreciate
as well.
your feedback. I appreciate your feedback. Just the only thing is that you may not see it this way, but after you watch that video, you'll understand what I mean. But
oh no, I'm used to seeing enough.
it's not gruesome
cruelty.
content. It's not gruesome content. It's just about learning about the animal agriculture. And once you understand that there is a sense of urgency, and that you going vegan today could save a lot of animals. So one person does make a difference. That's the reality, So that's all I'm saying is, and the sense of urgency is there because when you make a choice, an animal does go there, and it's their whole life. To them, it's their whole existence. To you, it's 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, true.
Of food, of something you can choose something else.
Yeah, no, I get on the point.
Yeah.
It's just the conversation might get defensive. And
Yeah, I know. A lot of people get defensive.
because also people kind of hate the vegan activists,
Yeah, I know.
and yeah, But some hate is also rightful, like because when you go to like I don't know, a restaurant and shame people that are eating there, they will go against you, right? If
Yeah.
you're a climate activist, if you go to a museum and like throw like paint at paintings, people will go against you. If you block like railways or like I don't know, roads, they will go against you. So if you're like up for something, I think it's just to be like first educate people, not force them into anything.
Yeah.
Because love goes all the way. Not
Yeah, my purpose is to educate you and to try to give you a push. That's all it is. So the push, maybe you kind of got defensive with the push, and I'm sorry you got a bit defensive with the
No,
push.
everyone will get
But
defensive.
everybody needs a bit of a push. That's the reality to act, right? So that's all I want to do is give a little bit of push because I was also given a little push, so I acted because
man.
of the push. You see what
Have
I
a
mean?
great day.
Yeah.
Good luck
you
with
too.
the rest.
Yeah. Thanks. Have a good one. Yeah, Christina, I know what you mean. An activist telling us how to do activism. You know, it is what it is. I don't know what to expect out of this. It's... I hope he acts on it. He has my socials in case he wants to contact me afterwards or something. It's interesting because I felt like at some point he also didn't understand the responsibility he has in the manner. But I had to make him understand. I really, that's all I wanted at the end. For anybody new here, like and subscribe. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'm going to be trying to do this more often. I hope to do this kind of activism, especially in an area like this, once or twice a week at least. I mean, I do activism on my own, but I mean like live activism once or twice a week. And especially in the evening, because I think it's more entertaining at some point if it becomes, if it's in the evening. Why would anyone change if they don't feel guilty? Guilt is good. That's also a very good point, Vogon poetry. He didn't really seem to understand the supply and demand talking point, but I think he stopped arguing there when he got less defensive. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's... waiting for people to... It got a bit busier, but not nearly as busy as it was on Saturday. So if the weather is great, I'm going to do this on Saturday evening also. So you want to try it? I'll just ask you a couple of questions, get you to think a bit more.
What's the question?
Well, if you want to try, I'll ask you the question.
I want to know what the question is.
Oh, only if you
yes.
try the experiment.
Yes,
Oh, okay, love it. Okay, so what do you think about animals?
Normal.
Normal? Okay, what do you think about animal abuse?
What do you mean?
Animal abuse,
What's this?
like abusing animals.
Abusing? What's abusing?
Abusing, it means causing unnecessary harm or emotional or
I don't.
physical pain.
I don't care.
Do
Yeah.
you speaking? Is your English good enough?
Yeah. But it's like the animal's like a person.
I'm
Like-
asking, are you for or against animal abuse? Animal cruelty, let's say.
For killing animals.
Are you for or against animal cruelty?
No.
You're against?
Yeah.
What does no mean? Are you against animal cruelty?
What is cruelty? Like that the animals going dying and eat and
Let's say that, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Are you...
I
wha-
eat meat. I eat animals. Meat,
Okay.
Meat and
Okay. And
Yeah.
do you think that... Do you think we need to consume animal products?
no. I don't think so.
So we can survive and thrive without animal products, right?
We can also without and with.
Yeah. So then if we can do it without, and when we consume animal products, there's animals who are suffering because of it. There's animals who die because of
Yeah.
it. Don't you think we should stop consuming animal products?
I don't think not.
No?
No.
Why not?
Because like it's protein, meat is protein.
Do I look like I'm protein deficient? You can get protein from plants also.
No, you know what I mean. Like meat is normal.
But just because it's normal doesn't mean it's okay. At some point in our time, slavery was normal. That didn't make it okay.
Yeah.
So, at this point in time, killing animals needlessly is okay. Do you think killing them without any need is okay?
Why with any need? Well, because how can I say, the animals. If you kill an animal, then we can eat. Let me say it like
You
that.
can also eat without killing the animal.
What I can eat? Tell me.
Plant-based foods.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
So that the animal doesn't die.
Okay, so what do you have millions of animals?
If we don't kill them, we'll have millions of animals.
Let me say this. You mean you asked me about vegetarian,
About veganism.
vegan. Let me say this. If we have 1,000 of chickens, what we gonna do with that?
Why do we have to do something with it? If we have 1,000 humans, what
Yeah.
can we do with them?
Eat it?
You eat humans?
Humans like animals?
No, humans.
What's humans?
You are human. I am human.
Oh no, I'm not eating people.
You're not
no.
eating humans?
No.
Why?
Why I need to eat people?
Why do you need to eat animals?
Because it's good.
Yeah. But humans are also good to eat.
Yeah.
So why not eat humans?
Did you eat humans?
Maybe I did. Why not eat humans?
Why did you eat?
I did not eat humans, but why not eat humans?
Well, it's not naturalistic.
Natural doesn't mean anything, and it is natural. What do you mean? There's a lot of animals that eat their own
Let me
species.
say this. How you say like this? A bomb, like this.
A tree.
A tree. Yeah. The apples is growing on the tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why we eat that? Why we don't let it?
You have to eat something, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
and
we
these are
eat-
not sentient.
Yeah, we eat also something.
But they don't feel. They don't have emotions. They don't feel pain.
Yeah, they have pain.
They don't.
In Japan, is there a tree? If you cut them, it's going to bleed. Blood. Like,
I don't think so.
ask the people.
So are you saying that cutting an apple is the same as cutting the
No,
throat of a
no,
chicken?
No. Like in Japan, if you cut one, yeah, then you see the nature of the blood.
I don't think it's blood. I think it's just some pus.
No.
But like, again, do you think cutting an apple, because you mentioned an apple, is the same as cutting the throat of a chicken?
No.
Okay, so then what is the difference?
Okay, man.
This guy is not a fan, clearly. Yeah. His English was bad. That was the same thing. I mean, he didn't know what humans were. I said humans twice and he didn't know how to reply to humans. I think we have time for one more conversation. Another runner. You'd be surprised just how many runners there are. You guys want to try a social experiment? No? See, they run away even before trying. The plant sentience one is my least favorite one because it's so disingenuous when they keep defending it. It is indeed. It is very disingenuous. And it's also ridiculous, isn't it? Because even in that case, let's say, you still would be killing less plants if that's what you're concerned. So it's a ridiculous statement overall, anyway. Plus it would be, how ridiculous would it be to say that cutting a carrot is the same as cutting the throat of an animal? I'm sitting in front of a pizzeria, by the way. Or do we have somebody who's not vegan? Don't kick out anybody who's not vegan, please. Just let them watch. Let them, maybe they have questions, maybe guide them. we need to spread the vegan message after all. That's why we're doing this. Wolf says, gonna eat my last protein stuff today. 194 grams of protein a day lately. Nice, Wolf. That's pretty good. Christina says, I thought your bedtime is at 10, lol. Yeah, my bedtime is normally at 10, but it's 9:45, so it's not my bedtime yet. The minute my bedtime comes, I drop and go to sleep. Right here in the market. Nobody has been kicked out, St. Martin. Thank you. Thank you. It's honestly just about trying to get more non-vegans to see this. Hi, you want to give it a try? Okay. She was eating a burger. I'm at 91.5 grams protein so far. I'm going to have 50 grams more when I get home from the gym. Nice. Is that a like protein shake? You guys want to try? Social experiment?
I don't talk in English.
Ah, okay, I'm sorry. It's in English. It's fine. You want to try it?
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hi. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a couple of questions and hopefully to get to think about it, okay?
Okay.
What do you think about animals?
Animals? Oh, good question. No, I think it's the best part of the world.
Okay, I like that. What do you think about animal abuse?
Oof, I don't like that, me.
You don't like. What do you think? What would you say constitutes as abuse? How would you define abuse?
Like if you see animal, someone is hit the animal or don't let the animal eat or something like that. I think this is a way to treat bad an animal, like a human.
Can
I
you
think.
come,
Oh, sorry, like a human, you know.
Yeah.
So for all this stuff, really I don't like it because I think the animal have too much love more than the humans to give. Only to have bad people, all these motherfuckers to go to try and live like a shit.
I would say it's a physical or emotional pain or harm, right? Would you say that that's a good definition of harm? Physical or emotional harm?
Mm-hmm.
Of abuse.
Yeah.
Okay, so my last question is, and I don't want to catch you up or something. I used to pay for it too. What do you think about the animals that we force into slaughterhouses for us?
Sorry, could you repeat
The
question?
animals that we force into slaughterhouses for us. What do you think about that?
It depends because I don't think it's forced. If
Well, they are forced.
they are forced, so is it
Yeah.
forced? Yes, of course. But for example, if you adopt some animal in the street,
Yeah.
you are forcing to take the animal. But it depends because if you see the animal is bad and you only want to take the animal and treat it with whole love, give food and make the animal still better and get better. This is force.
But what about yourself? Do you consume animal products?
Nah, I like it. Sorry, I'm sorry to say that, but I consume animal products. But I have a lot of animals. I have 3 dogs. I have 7, 8 cats. So I know about that.
What animals do you consume?
Meat.
Like
Cow,
do you,
like a cow.
Okay. So what is it? What is the difference between a cow and a dog that says it's okay to kill one but not the other?
Don't have any difference.
Do you not have any difference?
Don't have any
So then, would you kill a dog and eat them?
This is the problem because, like, man, I am Brazilian, so I grew up like in a farm.
Yeah.
So I see my granddad killing the cow, killing the pig,
Yeah.
only to make a food. So like,
Yeah.
it's a little bit hard, hard to me. Like, okay, now I understand because yes, I have all this stuff, but if you need to survive, what you will do?
But do you think we need to consume animal products?
If we have the correct evolution, no.
But nowadays we can survive and thrive on a plant-based diet.
But I think in this moment we don't grow up in the right evolution from the humanity
It
because
doesn't matter. We have the options now,
Yeah.
right? We have plenty of plant-based options available that don't kill animals, that don't
Yeah.
exploit animals, and that suffice all our nutritional needs. So then, why would you choose?
sorry, my English is
animal
shit.
based
My
product?
English is shit. I like
Okay.
just going. Sorry for
That's
that,
fine.
but thank
That's
you.
fine. Can I give you a card to look into it?
Oh yes, of course.
You gonna promise me we're gonna look into it?
Yeah, I will look.
Okay. So, if you go on this website, oh, do you have? Yeah, can you scan it? That's even better. Let me show you real quick what to. Can you please watch this?
Yeah, of course.
Just watch this. Get informed, okay?
Okay.
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Yeah. Thank you. What's your name?
Douglas.
Douglas. Nice to meet you, Douglas.
Nice to meet
If
you.
you choose that you don't, that you choose that you, if you think that you don't want animals to be exploited for you anymore, you have several resources there. Okay.
I will
On that
see.
website. Okay.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you. Have a good one.
Your account or follow you?
Yeah. Sure. No worries. Second.
Have a good day, guys. Have a good day. Bye.
Cheers. Yeah, his English was not very good. I think I still have time for one. I think I still have battery for one more conversation, depending on when it comes. But I gave him the I gave him the speech. Let's hope he watches it, and if not, he at least follows me now. So maybe he'll watch some of my content while he follows me. So do the reverse entity like Justin does. Can you remind me again how that one is? I don't remember exactly how that one is legally. I liked his energy. Shame he bailed. Yeah, it's a shame indeed. He was very, very, very. Yeah, I like animals. Yes, he was very nice. Do you leave your battery on always, or do you put the camera on once something engages? So I'm using my phone now. It's not a battery. It's I'm using my phone, and my phone is 4 years old, so the battery isn't what it used to be. Well, it never was pretty good to begin with, but yeah. Okay, so with the next one, I want to do one more conversation. With the next one, what do you guys think? I should be more strict, more mean, or more nice? You wanna try? You wanna try? You wanna try? I think you should bring your bag if you're gonna try it. Okay. Can you come more in view? Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a set of questions to get you to think. What do you think about animals?
Animals like human beings, and I love them because they have also love for people, you know. But the most people think animals are dangerous, and they hate you. No, they're like us, you know.
Yeah.
We have to also care about them, you know, like how you care about people. It's also human being. They have also a heart, but they cannot talk like us. They cannot think like us, but it's beautiful, man.
Do you think animals deserve to live?
Of course, man.
Okay, so then let me ask you, what do you think about, and I'm not trying to get you up on this one, but what do you
No,
think
it's
about
okay.
the animals that we send into slaughterhouses for us?
Bad, man. But we eat from it.
But we don't have to, right? We can
No,
survive
we
and
can-
thrive
we can-
without
we
it.
can- Yeah, you're right. We can also go vegetarian.
Yeah,
But
vegan.
Yeah, vegan or vegetarian. But the most people choose for meat because they grow up with meat.
But what about you? Well, like, given that you said you love animals and that you think they deserve to live, don't you
Yeah,
think that that's a bit of a contradiction when you pay for somebody to force them into slaughterhouses?
Yeah, it's difficult to say because I also grow up with chicken, but I don't eat a lot of chicken anymore. You know?
Yeah, and I understand that. Like, I also grew up with it, and I also
Right.
used to participate in it. I completely understand it. But do you think that, given that you can't survive and thrive without it, and given that, let's say nowadays there are so many more readily available options, don't you think you have a moral obligation to not pay for this, to not send animals into slaughterhouses?
Yeah, it's difficult to say because it's an the world is marketing, and you know they have to sell it, and but it's the people, animals deserve better. But it's how the world works, you know.
Well, is that a fair enough justification to do
No,
something
it's
like
that,
this to a human being? Like, imagine saying, that's how the world works. People kill each other anyway, so I could go and kill somebody just because people kill each other.
no, that's a bad excuse, and I don't want to use it as an excuse, but better not. If it was on me, the meat done with the meat. Go vegetarian. It's healthier for your own skin, life, you know, heart disease. No,
So,
not heart disease, but I mean, like your blood, you know, is healthier, you know.
so do you know what veganism is, by the way?
Yes, I know what vegan is. There's no eggs and no milk products, you know.
So do you know why we do this?
I do it 50-50. But for myself, if I'm honest, sometimes I don't eat meat at all.
So veganism is a moral principle where we oppose the idea that animals should be treated as objects. We think that animals deserve to live, much like you do, and we follow through with it. That means we don't pay for any animal products, and that includes dairy and eggs, because within dairy and eggs, cows and chickens are also exploited and murdered.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
Right,
true.
so-
I'm honest. That you're right, and I'm honest with you that you want to do this and say this, but the bad people do it. Not
Yeah.
not with the bad heart, nasty heart. You know, with the bad and nasty heart, they do it because it's marketing. I to tell you before, it's money
But where do you think they get the money from?
from the people, from the animals.
They don't get the money from animals, they get the animals from the people, right?
Yeah, but
Because people pay for these products,
Yeah, true.
they do this to animals. So
Yeah.
do you still want to participate in and be the one who gives them money to do this to animals?
no. Me, I talk now for myself. I never will do that because why? They have also lived. They have also on heart. What I told you before. They have also feelings. You know.
Exactly. So sounds like you should be vegan then.
Yeah,
What is-
I'm vegan. I don't eat meat a lot anymore.
Well,
because
if you eat, even if you eat once a
But-
week, let's say, that one time a week you eat,
yeah, it's bad.
one animal still dies for you, still
Yeah, that's
gets
true.
exploited and abused
Yeah,
for you.
that's true. That's true. But I try to let it go, but it's difficult for me because I really grow up with it. I'm a South American, you know.
Yeah.
We eat a lot of meat, so it's hard to say for me. I let it go, and I'm still I'll go fully vegan. I cannot say that, but what I accept now, and what I see is animals don't have to. You don't have to kill animals.
Okay, so let's say I understand the idea that you can't go fully vegan on a day from a day-to-day basis, but don't you think that you should strive to go fully vegan?
Yeah,
in
that I like to do, man. But for me now, on this moment, I don't think about it. But I'm eat also bread with peanut butter, you know,
Yeah.
and jelly.
Yeah, that's vegan.
And jelly is vegan. That's why I'm eat that all the time. I don't eat meat a lot. If it was on me, one time in a month.
But even that one time a month, that
Yeah,
one
that's
animal
true, that's
still
true, that's
dies,
true,
right?
That's true. That's
Imagine,
true.
imagine thinking like a man beats his wife and then says, "I beat my wife once a month
One
only."
month. It's that's not allowed. But for me, it's difficult. You know, that's the other story.
What is difficult for you? Maybe I can help you out.
Yeah, because meat. I like meat, man. If I
Like
honest,
the taste.
I like the taste of it.
Have you tried any plant-based meat?
Yes, for sure. I like that too, huh?
Yeah, so then why
understand me
not
wrong.
always replace the meat with plant-based meat?
Yeah, for me it's difficult, man. I'm really from South America, man. For me, it's nobody tell me like be vegan or you know.
But do you think it's more difficult for you or for the animals who go into slaughterhouses for you?
I'm thankful for both, man. For me and for them, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
I cannot judge now for somebody who eat meat and not, but if I was no meat in the world, that was better. Everybody was healthy. But what you think about drinking, drugs, that's the worst.
About what?
Drugs and alcohol, that's the worst. That's worse than an animal they're eating animals, you know.
but drugs and alcohol are bad for the person who consumes them, right?
Yeah, you're
Whereas when you consume meat, it's bad for the animal. So
Yeah.
in that sense, when you consume an animal product, an animal gets put into a slaughterhouse for you, right? So it's not necessarily that something bad happens to you, but something bad happens to somebody else, which is that animal.
Yeah.
So it's a bit
okay.
different in that sense, you see. So what what can I how can I help you out on
Not
your
me.
road?
You cannot help me out because I'm what I am who I am. You know,
Yeah.
nobody can change me. But you bring me on a mindset. Maybe I will try it. That I will try it. That's a different thing.
Okay, can I give
But
you a card to look into it?
yeah, of course.
So, Challenge 22, it sounds like exactly what you need. Challenge 22,
Okay.
all of it is free. If you go on this website, challenge22.com,
Okay,
it sends
I
you
will look.
recipes,
Yeah.
vegan recipes every day, and they hook you up with a nutritionist and help you get the best nutrition, and they help you out with being vegan.
But I like vegan food because I also
Perfect.
eat I like it, man. So
To just make that step, man. Why not make that step and live up to your own moral standards and
yeah,
respect animals?
yeah, I respect animals, but
Just leave it at that. No but. Let's just respect the animals.
you're right. There's no but for me it's difficult, man.
I
You know?
understand that, but like,
But let me try it.
let me try it. Okay.
Let me give it a try. If it's not it's not B. If it is B, then I'm proud of myself.
What's
You
your
know?
name?
Rifaldo, man.
Rifaldo?
No, I was a joke. Lorenzo. I say Lorenzo.
Lorenzo. Okay.
Yes,
I'm
Lorenzo.
Chip. Nice to meet you, Lorenzo.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Give it a try, okay?
Yeah, I will give it a try. Thank you. Thank you for the conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you for the interview. And I will say to everybody, be vegan.
Be vegan. I like that.
Yes.
I like that. Yes.
I inspirate you guys. If you don't want to eat meat, it's enough of replacements for animals, for meat and fish. And it's enough of replacements. So you can eat also bread in the evening if you like. In the afternoon you can eat also bread.
Exactly. There's
Yes.
bread, there's pasta, there's lentils,
So
there's
that was it. Milk products is that's different. I drink many milk.
milk. Do you know what happens to dairy cows in the dairy industry?
No, I know what's happened, but not really.
So cows get forceful. The reason why cows produce milk, it's for their babies. So what happens is cows get forcefully impregnated.
Okay.
Somebody puts their hands in their anus, holds
Yeah,
their
that's true.
cervix,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
injects
yeah.
blue semen.
Yeah, that I saw.
After 9 months, when the baby is born, if the baby is a male, they go to the slaughterhouse because they're useless to the industry.
Okay.
If the baby is a female, they get put in the same cycle as their mother, year over year, forceful impregnation.
Okay.
After like 6 to 8 years, when the farmer can no longer justify keeping them alive financially, they go to the slaughterhouse. And they can all live up to 20 years, so they don't live even half their life. So the dairy dairy and meat are the same.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for the information, man. Now I know that.
So then maybe on that card, if you scan that QR code,
Yes.
there's a thing called the most important speech you will ever hear.
Okay. I
Maybe you
will-
should give that a watch just to understand about
Yeah, yeah,
eggs,
yeah.
about dairy, and about
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of it.
okay.
And if you, I really don't think you want to participate in all this. You seem like a compassionate guy.
Okay. Yes. I will check it and maybe that will inspire me. I don't know for 100%, but yeah, I'm the 60% of the time vegan, so I'm not really eat meat anymore. So I eat the most.
Then it should be easy for you. Just make that step.
Yeah, 60%. I'm vegan now.
And keep
So-
in mind that veganism is about, it's not necessarily a diet. It's a moral,
it's healthy.
it's a moral ideology. It's not about
Yeah,
health.
but healthiness also.
It's about the animals. Yes, there is some benefit to health, but it's about the animals,
Yes,
you know?
yeah.
It's about not exploiting those animals. So that means also for leather, for any sort of clothing, for entertainment, like horse races, like zoos or stuff like that, right? Because all of these, they still exploit and enslave and even kill animals. So we don't want any of that.
Yeah.
We think they deserve to live, just like we do.
Yeah, of course, but they also not live for long, huh? Because they are animals. It's different. They have years, they get old, maybe 20, maybe 12 years, and then die.
Yeah, they should die of natural causes,
Yeah,
not us
natural,
killing them.
not us.
Exactly.
Like us, we go also die natural.
Exactly. We
But
don't
not
want.
almost, not always. You know, somebody step you can shoot you down. You know.
Yeah, yeah, it's
But
a,
don't think about it. That's negativity. I don't want to think about that. We talk about now about positivity. You know. And that's why, yes, it's like that, huh? It's the same. It's the same. We can't come in the same situation like the animals. You know. So you have to think also, huh? If it was you in the slaughterhouse,
I would stop. If I was in the slaughterhouse, I would want the person buying products to stop. Well, what would you want to do?
the same. But
Same.
when they put you in the slaughterhouse like a human being, and they cut you off, you cannot feel anything anymore.
You
because
cannot do
die.
anything about it, right?
Because you die.
Yeah.
They have to afraid for your life. So
Yeah, yeah. If I get killed, it's a different. But the idea is to stop this systemic exploitation of animals, right? The idea is
Yes,
to
right.
cut this because when you buy an animal product from the store in order to replenish it tells the farms we need more of this, and farms
Yes.
do exactly what I explained to you for milk, for example. Farms
Yeah,
say
yeah.
I will continue doing this for animals. So when you go forward and you're going to go and buy milk, if you buy cow's milk, a cow will get exploited. Their child will be killed.
that's true.
So
That-
if you
that-
don't want that to happen, choose a plant-based milk. It's easy.
Yeah, I buy almond milk. I have home almond milk.
Almond milk, oat milk,
Oat milk,
cashew
yeah,
milk,
cashew milk.
coconut milk.
Yeah,
There's so many options nowadays.
Also, I have that home also. Huh? So I don't eat meat a lot. I have seeds and that kind of stuff in my home, you know.
Yeah.
I try to stop with meat. I don't like it, and if honest, I don't really like it anymore. The meat.
Perfect.
The taste is.
Should be easy for you then. There's no.
the taste is. It's a little bit for me. I don't like it anymore because my stomach. I mean, sometimes I don't know what happened. You know. Eggs I like. I'm honest. Eggs I like.
Do you know what happens for the eggs?
Yeah, I know it's children, and the small kid. You cook the small kid.
No. So in hatcheries, which is where the chickens that lay eggs come from, when they come out of an egg, there's a 50-50 chance that they're a male or a female. Males don't produce eggs, obviously.
Yeah,
So they don't.
that's true.
So they're useless to the
Females,
industry.
females.
Females produce eggs. So
Yeah.
in these hatcheries, females they either go to free range farms, to biological farms,
Sorry,
or whatever.
your battery is down.
Oh yeah, my battery is low.
Your battery is down.
Yeah.
And go to end the conversation because people filming me, and that's what I don't like.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But let me just tell you, males they
Yes.
get blended up alive
Okay.
for eggs. Okay. So
thank
maybe,
you.
but look into that video. The most important speech you'll ever hear. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Have a good one, Lorenzo. You said right? Yeah. Have a good one.
Hey, why you filming me? Why you do this, man? Why you do this, man? You're kind of for me. I can tell it. Please don't do this. No, don't lie for your girlfriend. Don't, it's your girlfriend. I know that's
Somebody donate. I see that somebody donated, but I don't see where the donation is.
Thank you, my brother. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Cheers.
Yes.
Have a good one. Try to live vegan, okay? Yeah, he was. I don't know what to say about him. He felt like he didn't want to go meet, but he didn't feel like it didn't. I didn't feel like he was really listening that much to all the whole conversation. By the way, my battery is rapidly running out, so I will stop. I wanna. Someone donated $6.99 Canadian dollars. Yes, I wanted to thank whoever donated, but I don't know how to in this interface how to see who donated. Leon donated 10 euros. Oh my God, Leon, dude, you're awesome. Leon is an amazing activist, by the way, guys. If you don't know, Leon is. We meet at AV sometimes, and he does amazing activism. Thank you, Leon, so much. I appreciate you so much for this. Yeah, and he's a legend. I wish I had my C chord to go. Let me see if I can go a C chord by C. I don't know if that's a C chord. So, Chip, do you eat Benevo? I don't know what that is. So no, I don't eat Benevo. I know somebody else also donated. I have no clue how to find out who did. No. But whoever did donate, I appreciate you, and I will put it in the comments as a thank you because I can't see it right now. Maybe I can see it afterwards. Um, I thank you so much, Leon, again for this. I have 17% battery. Maybe I can still continue. Let's see. There's a group of people coming. If nobody engages with it, then we'll stop. Give it a try. Let's see. You guys want to give it a try?
Want to show you don't have time.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Nobody's engaging, and my battery is running out. So, Chip never knows when to stop. Yeah, I don't want to stop. That's the thing. It's not that I don't know when to. I don't want to stop. I want to keep having conversations. I feel like that's the thing about it. That it's been an hour and a half, and I just get warm after 45 minutes of talking to somebody, and I want to continue doing it. I will have to buy an extra. I have a battery for the phone, but I do for the lights of me. I can't figure out how to make it with the battery and the phone and the microphone and all of it. So I'll try. I'll have to find a way because I want to keep doing this for longer, and maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do this for on Saturday for longer. I see there's Andrei. Andrei is a friend of mine who's not vegan, so tell him to go vegan. Can you charge your camera via a power bank? Leon says. Yeah, Leon. Actually, I'm using my phone right now. I'm not using a camera, so I can theoretically charge it. The only problem is that the microphone is hooked to the iPhone because it's an iPhone. The microphone is hooked to the iPhone, so there's only one port in the iPhone. So if the microphone is going there, there's no power that can go through there, right? So somehow I have to split those. Yeah, I see. Ooh, Andre for the chat. Yes. Andre, by the way, is one of those intelligent people who is not vegan, who will rationalize and be a nihilist about everything. So if you do give him shit, give him some shit. Let's see. There's another round of people coming, so I'm gonna try and see if somebody engages with a quick conversation. Maybe Andre isn't cool enough, Chip. Yeah, Andre is not cool enough to be vegan in the. You guys want to try? Come on, 5 minutes. I'll get. Stop being a backwards barbarian. Oh wow, that's a good one. Then he hot enough to be vegan. Then be hot enough to be vegan. What's cooler than caring about others? That is true. What is cooler than? I'm so paranoid that the battery will end. It's true, Christina. The battery might end at any time. What's the worst that can happen? If the battery ends, it's fine, right? I'd go home and I have to stop. Actually, you know what? Let me try it. Let me see if I can connect it because I have the other connection. Meanwhile, I will. So let me try to connect. I have the battery on me. Let me see if I can connect the battery and the microphone at the same time because I do have a thing that splits it. It's just that I never got it to work properly. But maybe this time I will. And maybe I'll do that and maybe we can have a bit more conversations. Who knows? Maybe the next person we talk to is the next Earthling Ed, right? I've eaten 2,250 calories and 130 grams of protein so far today. That's pretty good, Lee Dolly. The next chip. Okay, so what's going to happen right now is that I am going to remove the mic from the phone and connect it to this extender, and then connect the mic to this extender. What I want from you is hello. What I want from you is to tell me whether the sound is still okay afterwards. Okay? How's the sound? Can you guys hear me well? Andre says Jimmy is also here. Jimmy's another friend. Interesting. A lot of people I see here. Yeah, but it's not charging. You see, that from this bastard thing, it's not charging over the phone. So I might have to end this stream. Yeah, I wanted to continue, but that's the problem. Okay, so even okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me better? Okay, so you can hear me better. Okay, so I can't connect the battery, but at least, thanks to you, I realized that the issue is this freaking dongle. My battery is now at less than 10%, it's at 8%, so it's gonna die soon. So I will end the stream. It's a pity because there's a lot of people here. I wanna thank Leon for the donation, thank you so much. The issue is his dongle, lol, Christina. Yes, that is very funny. I want to thank Leon for the donation. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, whoever else donated. And I don't know who donated because I can't find out who. Let me see if I click on this to find out who. No, I tried clicking on it and nothing. Thank you so much for being here. By the way, Efrendo, special thanks also to you for making that awesome graphic that I posted on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram yet, go follow me on Instagram. Same handle as here. Subscribe, like, comment, share, all that beautiful stuff. And let me know what you thought about the conversations. Maybe we can, I want to improve. Let me know what you thought about the 2 boxes thing. The whole idea behind it was like to try and get people to think that there is really no difference, like to try and isolate the way the being looks from the way they are really, and to try to get the similarities more obvious, that pretty much they're similar, but maybe it wasn't the best. It was a bit of a trial, right? So let me know how that is. And I see somebody entered who says they like meat, furry slayers. Yeah, furry slayers, for meat, what happens is animals get exploited, abused, and slaughtered. So when you say you like meat, what you're saying is that you like the flesh of sentient individuals, much like yourself, I would assume, because you're writing here, so I would assume you're a sentient individual like a human being. So perhaps see if you can choose not to exploit sentient individuals. Perhaps make the compassionate choice and not exploit these sentient individuals. Okay? There's plant-based meat after all, and it tastes pretty fucking good. Crazy Dutch, I really like meat. Yeah, I like plant-based meat. It seems like some of these people who like meat are in it. And furry slayer seems that you cannot defend your argument, and that's okay. You don't have to be able to defend your argument. Not everybody can defend their own argument on why they abuse animals. That's fine. I'll stay for a couple more minutes if my battery is quickly running out. But let's see what this furry slayers says, because you say you like meat. Come on, defend your argument, furry slayers. What is it about meat that you cannot get from plants? What is it about meat that you find so nice? Why not? Oh, okay, I see. You just sent another one. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to engage with you anymore. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I'm going to drop off because my battery is quickly running out. I hope you have an awesome day or awesome evening. And yeah, I will be back here if the weather is nice. I will be back here in 2 days on Saturday. And there will be much more people. The people will be more drunk. There will be a lot of high people, so it will be fun. I will try a couple of different things. So maybe drop a comment below if you want me to try a couple of different things. And yeah, I'm hoping to inspire some people to go vegan. Today we just planted some seeds. I hope that one person who said they'll try for a month, that they won't have issue and they'll actually try it. Otherwise, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to end the stream now. A special thanks to Leon again, and special thanks to whoever has donated that I cannot see your name. I will drop your name in the comments. And I hope to see you in the next one. Subscribe, like, all that beautiful things. It helps with the algorithm. Drop a comment, helps with the algorithm. And yeah. Have a good one, everybody. Live vegan. We don't need to exploit animals.